So how do you feel about the Navy recently in the news that they hit these other ships? You know, how do you think that's possible?
It don't make sense. But I know a lot of time when we was going, the Navy had the right of way.
Yeah.
If there was a ship crossing like this,
Yeah.
we just kept, and they call it a collision course.
Yeah.
So finally, right at the end of it, someone would have to brake. And usually the Navy went straight through and the other ship would break off.
Okay.
They call it a collision.
Yes, Richard was a navigator in the Navy. In 1969, you said?
I was in there from 66 to 68.
Oh, okay.
On the USS New.
The USS New. Oh, okay.
DD-8. This is, we're over in Tunkin Gulf, and this is a hurricane we was in. That's off the coast of Vietnam. That's our ship, the USS New, and this is USS Pratt. It come out of Florida.
Yep, that's awesome.
This
wow.
is over in Hong Kong. I was a quarterdeck watch.
Oh, that's you right there?
Yes.
Wow, that's a beautiful picture with you guys in it with the background.
I mean, these, of course,
they call them a junk, right?
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're pretty neat looking, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So as a destroyer, what was your guys' main task in the Navy? What did the destroyer was usually used for?
Most time, our job was to ride with the aircraft carriers. There was 4 of us would ride with the carrier, and of course, anybody tried to attack them, submarines or anything, that was our job.
Were you submarine hunters basically known for?
Submarine hunters, or if they had air attacks or whatever was going on in Vietnam, and then maybe a swift boat would be up the river and the Viet Cong had pinned down, then we'd go in there and shoot to get out of there.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And then, like I said, we picked pilots, shot down, then we had caravans going up the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and we escorting the caravans, so they got attacked. And then we was on like search and destroy, maybe the Viet Cong be building a bridge or something other. We'd go in there and we'd have maybe a dozen different targets, and we'd drop around on them and go on and hit our different targets and just keep it up.
Did the Viet Cong have any aircraft themselves, the Viet Cong?
Probably Russia supplied the stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it. I thought more or less they was prehistoric. Come to find out they had like 8-inch guns.
Wow.
Things like, but then Russia most times was supplying them.
The Russians wanted their thumb in there.
You've heard of the Cold War.
Yeah, yeah.
We were scared of Russia and they were scared of us. And then finally Russia went broke and
they hauled over. That's what communism does. Oh, this is neat. All the old yearbooks.
Yeah.
Do you have any one of your yearbooks in here, Richard?
This is my senior year, 65. That's original Herbert Hoover. Now, we've got a picture of Hoover without the trees and everything. It's somewhere. Let's see.
You get a chance to take a picture of this at Cocoa Ball team over back in the 50s.
That's my picture there, senior picture.
Wow. That's cool.
Who is it, Richard? Who is it?
You had a girlfriend at that time, Richard?
Off and on.
Off and on. Is she in here?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me get a picture of this.
He was going through to the wall, and this young man, someone walked up to him and asked him, would you do me a favor? And he was crying. He said, well, sure. And he asked him, would you put this bracelet on the wall for me? And it was Tommy Coleman's bracelet. So he put it on the wall, and then he had posted on Facebook, commission completed. But he didn't know who had brought the bracelet and give it to him.
That's Tommy Cohen right there.
The picture said it had for the school.
So then they got a hold of me, and I do a lot of pictures and stuff like that, so we started putting feelers out trying to find out who it was, because Tommy was around home for a year until he got old enough to go into the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured, they think that the guy said Tommy was a friend of his dad.
Okay.
All right. And they got a hold of me, so then myself and this is the fellow that was given the bracelet, and he's from Nebraska.
Hmm.
All right, that's me. Harry Sweeney and John Sweeney, and this is John Wilson.
Okay.
Well, we all got together and met this guy at Nitro this year.
Oh, wow. Do you guys ride any of the motorcycles?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a cycler. All right. They come, this cycle was the fourth one back from the front of it. He rode all the way from California by himself, and this is what's called the missing rider here. This represented Tommy Cohen. He come all the way from California to Washington, D.C. Well, they stopped in Nitro.
And Tommy Cohen is that Marine on the wall. Yeah.
Right. And so wherever they park the cycle, they put Thomas Coleman, KIA, Vietnam, killed in action. And that's considered holy ground. Nobody walks on that at all.
Oh,
and every time they stop to eat gas or whatever, they leave this place vacant. And see, they ride two side by side. Well, this guy come all the way from California by himself. And this is the missing rider where Tommy's cycle should have been.
And he's a veteran too, right? The
Right.
guy? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that history
And
and
we're still trying
culture.
We're not going to give up on it. We get an answer.
So you rode that car to school. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Did it go forwards and backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Had engines, the engineer could operate, he'd go all the way to the line, end of the line, driving this with this hand. He'd switch his controls over and he'd walk through the car and work it from this end.
Okay.
So he could work it from either end.
How long did it take you to get to school?
And usually, well, it all depends. If he had, something that he had to stop for, if there's a horse on the track or a cow or something.
If it was a good day, how long would it take if where there's no problems?
About an hour.
About an hour? Okay.
Yeah, about an hour. I'd say from the end of the line to the school would probably be 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
More than likely.
That's a old. Before they got these, that was your old engines there.
Yeah.
And this is probably old cars here in it, Harry.
Yeah, but this is one of the old cars with a diesel engine behind it.
Pulled them.
And now this clear on the bottom is where Ron got on
Yeah, it's just
the Cocoa.
that people went to Cocoa.
Ron, you were in. Oh. Ron, where were you in the picture?
Oh, that
Oh, those is way before.
Oh,
his
before
time.
you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, Ron.
He said.
Don't be modest, Ron.
30s, yeah.
I thought he said you were in this picture. I'm sorry. I didn't see that was 1913.
The one on the bottom is where Ron got on the train.
My uncle was
The Cocoa?
Yeah.
This one's clear on, all the way on the bottom.
They worked out.
Okay.
Yeah, Ron knew him.
Oh, he did? Ron's house is right there.
Right there.
That's
yeah.
where Ron lived, probably back in the 60s. I'd say these cars, this is in the 30s, this is probably 50 model cars.
That is so neat.
But the train stopped and we got on the bug car and went on to school.
Another one up there.
Then, this is another one.
Excuse me.
This is the bud car like we rode to school.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the old engines
Hmm.
in the railroad. Here's a
That is so neat.
bunch of kids getting on the car.
Getting on the train,
Yeah.
going to school.
Yeah.
There they go.
Yeah, they come out of the old yearbook.
And
That's so neat that you guys got on a train to go to school. That would have been my dream.
this is one of the tunnels. The train's getting ready to go into the tunnel.
Yeah.
This is right above where I live. I live in the bottom over here.
Oh, okay.
But the train's getting ready to go.
Would
in the
they
tunnel.
would they stop to pick up kids along the way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah, they had regular stops.
about every 3 years, we have what's called all-class reunion,
Yeah.
and somebody donated me to fix this up.
Oh, really?
All these up over there.
That's neat.
These are some more pictures of people that rode the train.
Now, what's that? Is that Blue Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Blue Creek.
See, we
I
had,
guess that's
we had to
Allen.
cross the river.
Tell me about the Allen over there, the gambling casino
Yeah.
and all that.
Back in the 1890s,
Mm-hmm.
they rode, this is a B&O train that comes up this way.
Yeah.
Be on the other side of the river from
I'll
here.
hold it for you.
Well, they had a bridge here. This is an island in
Okay.
the river. and they had a bridge here where they got off the train and they could walk across the bridge to this island.
Okay.
They had a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Casinos and...
Really? That really took off
Yeah.
then?
Uh-huh.
Why did they build a casino way over there for?
Well, people come from Pennsylvania to come up here
Oh,
to gamble.
Oh, okay. So it was quite a hub to go
yeah,
to.
yeah.
They had come out Blue Creek had a lot of coal miners and
They
timber
had
and
coal
stuff.
miners, gas and oil
That was on
companies.
Saturday night.
Oh, okay. So that's where they went for fun. Huh?
Now
But
they
now, this is the other side of the river. This is the C&O Railroad, and it came up and crossed the river here.
Yeah.
And this is where we went to school. We come down, cross the river, back down to C&O to Elkview High School.
I can't get over the fact that you went to school on a train.
There's another picture of the train.
Oh, wow.
And they used to have touring cars on special holidays. They'd have an open car, and then they'd have a passenger car. In case it started raining, you could run and get in a passenger car. But they had open cars where they could, for sightseeing.
And that's how you used to get to a doctor, too.
This right here was the diesel job, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the regular engine. This is the diesel, the bud car.
Yeah, but I mean, years ago before this went on, that was the one that pulled it.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you, do they still give people train rides for sightseeing here in West Virginia?
Yes. Not
Yeah.
here, but north up in Clay County.
Up in Clay County.
They have what they call a small, it's what the workmen, when they worked on the road,
Yeah.
they had these little cars that they could ride in. And but they've got one of those fixed up. They call it the Buffalo Creek Railroad. And these is old pictures where Ron went to school. Of course, after they closed it all up, it's pretty well deserted now.
Wow, it's like a one-room schoolhouse.
These right here, every year, third Saturday of September, we have a
Reunion?
meeting.
Yeah.
The thing up there, dinner. It's people that went to school.
This is my
This is my picture.
Oh, that's your granddad, Lewis? Let me get really close up right there. That's
my
Lewis's
granddad and grandma.
Yeah, that was his
That's Kim's
Grover
mom. Yeah.
and Kim's mom. And that's Kim's mom right there. All right. Thank you so much.
There's a railroad jack that's sitting over there on the side.
That we saw
And
earlier.
the spike puller, that's what you pull spikes up with the railroad. This is the old school ticket.
I used to work, a friend of mine.
That's a train
he passed
ticket.
away a few weeks ago. With
That's-
Hay Sweeney that worked with.
Edith Brewer's ticket there. I've got one just like it.
And this is the ticket they'd give you for going
Yeah.
on the train?
Every
Okay.
time we get on the train, they punch out one of these things on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Here, I'll try and get a hold of one.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going down to
Yeah.
see him. Hey, listen.